Hello, today we have a new lesson about afraid of flying. Do you afraid of flying? Yes, I will read about a lesson about afraid to fly. For me, afraid to fly too. Okay. How do you feel about flying in an airplane? Do you find it boring, exciting, or downright terrifying? People who have to fly all time for business often think that it's boring. People who fly only once a week, they think it's exciting. However, some people feel only terror when they get on an airplane. Their fears of flying can prevent them from traveling to another country or visiting friends far away. It is smart to be afraid of something. For example, being afraid of poisonous spider is illogical. However, if you are afraid of all spiders, even harmless, you have an illogical fear or phobia. Three common phobias are fear of height, fear of being enclosed in a small area, and fear of being a large open area. We call phobia. It is not logical to be afraid of that thing when there are no danger, but a phobia is not logical. Fear of flying is another phobia. A plane crash is always in the news, but we never hear about the millions of flights every year that are theft. Riding in a car is 30 times more dangerous than flying. But most of us are not afraid every time we get into a car. It is not logical to be afraid of flying, but research indicate that about 12% people have the fear. People with a phobia about flying are afraid for one or more reasons. They might be afraid of height. People have a fear of height avoid high places. People who have a fear of height avoid high places. And if they are in a high risk building, they don't look out the window. They might also be afraid of being in an enclosed place like an elevator or a tunnel on a highway. When they get on an airplane, they can't get out until the end of flight, and the flight might last several hours. People with a fear of flying might be afraid of the crowd and all the noise and people rushing around at an airport. This especially bother older people. Some people are afraid of flying, of the unknowns. They don't understand the technology of flying and can't believe that a huge airplane can stay safe in the air. Others are afraid of loss of control. They need to control every situation they are in. When they drive a car, they have some chance of avoiding an accident. In a plane, they have no control over anything. It terrifies them to give up control to the pilot and the rest of the crew. For some people, a fear of flying is not important because they don't really need to fly. But what about someone who works for an international company? What about an internet entertainer who has to think in the 20 different places in a month? These people have to fly if they want to continue their profession. There is help for these people. There are a special class in which people learn how to control the fear. They probably can lose it, but they can learn to control it. Then they can fly when they need to, even though they probably won't enjoy it. The class visit an airport and learn how to airplane traffic is controlled and how planes are kept in safe condition. A pilot talk about flying through storm, the different noise an airplane make, and air safety in general. The class learn to do relaxation exercise, and the people talk about the fear. Next, the class listen to tape recording of takeoff and landing. Later, the people ride in a plane on the ground around the airport. Finally, they are ready to take a short flight. Yeah, thank you. Continue to the next lesson tomorrow.